Hey, what's up guys, it's Ronaldo here. So this video is going to focus on Vincent Magwenya, who is the spokesperson for the President of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa. Now, when you hear that title, you would think, alright, somebody that's professional, somebody that knows not to make outlandish statements. You are representing the country after all. So you need to always act your best and always be respectful and always be the adult in the room, because after all you are speaking on behalf of the president. And I think that it is fair to say that when you use social media, and in the social media it says that you are the spokesperson for the president, that you would act accordingly. Unfortunately, that's asking a little bit too much of Vincent Magwenya. Before I go into exactly what he did, please be sure to subscribe to this channel. It's absolutely free, and the overwhelming majority of you that regularly watch my content aren't subscribed to this channel, but you can fix that by just clicking the subscribe button below. So, Vincent Magwenya came out a few days ago in response to Elon Musk. And to give you the whole context, I'm first going to show you what Elon Musk said, and then Vincent Magwenya, who's the spokesperson for the president, his response. Let's have a look. So here you can see Elon Musk saying South Africa now has more anti-white laws than apartheid had anti-black laws. This is deeply wrong. The goal should be no race-based laws. And this is another person that he retweeted, and he was talking about South African race law. This graph was posted by the Free Market Foundation, but it is the Institute of Race Relations that actually has the website racelaw.co.za, where you can get all of the laws that have got race in it. And as you can see from this graph, in 2024, we have more race laws now than at the height of apartheid, as you can see here. So a very fair comment about what is happening in South Africa based on facts, based on evidence. Unfortunately, Vincent had a different opinion. He said, "Only an unhinged, unrepentant racist will not understand how deeply offensive such words are to people who still bear the scars of apartheid and everyday work to dismantle the mess left by colonialism and apartheid that benefited your ilk." Let's start with the end part first. Benefited your ilk. What exactly does that mean, Vincent? Why don't you just come out and throw the race card out there for everybody to see? Oh wait, you already did that because you called Elon Musk a racist. You see, Vincent Magwenya has a national diploma in video technology, communications, and broadcasting. So this individual that is so professionally educated is telling the world's wealthiest man that he's a racist and that he is unhinged. Amazing, right? I mean, nothing speaks invest in our country quite like calling the person that wants to invest in your country unhinged and an unrepentant racist. We're giving off like third world vibes with that, don't you think? I think it's fair to say that looking at somebody that wants to invest billions into this country and actually help the poorest of the poor, rural schools that don't have any access to internet, wanting to provide them with internet access for free. In actual fact, over 5,000 schools, right? You're calling this person unhinged and unrepentant racist as the spokesperson of the president, meaning you saying that could easily have come from Cyril Ramaphosa because you are his spokesperson. So firstly, that is what you are doing. And then, of course, at the end, you stereotype with benefiting your ilk. I mean, that's nice. So you call him a racist, but actually what you are doing is stereotyping all white people in this country, assuming that every white person is wealthy and every white person had a hand in apartheid. As if there is no generation that was born after apartheid that had no hand in apartheid, couldn't have caused apartheid, and couldn't have changed it, even if they wanted to. But yet, your ilk, right? Meaning white people. Classy. You then go on to talk about it. They can't understand how deeply offensive such words are to people who still bear the scars of apartheid and everyday work to dismantle the mess left by colonialism and apartheid. Let's get into that, shall we? The ANC government has had 31 years to implement redress and transformation. And what a lot of people don't know is they had close to 33 trillion rand, because that is the budget that the ANC can use to spend on things to improve this country, to redress, to transform this country. So 31 years and 33 trillion rand. After 31 years, is South Africa in a better place now than what it was 15 years ago, or 20 years ago, or 30 years ago? I'm honestly asking. Can you see bang for your buck as a taxpayer? 33 trillion rand. Have you seen improvements? Are there hospitals and schools popping up left, right, and center? Can you see the change? So then, why do we consistently want to play this apartheid card over and over and over again, as if it's the only thing left in your arsenal that you can use to excuse the blatant corruption and maladministration that has been going on in this country for at least the last 25 years? You really want to blame apartheid for what is happening in South Africa today? Do you want to blame apartheid for the fact that 31 years into our democracy, we have the highest youth unemployment rate in the world? Is that apartheid's fault? Do you seriously want to blame apartheid for the fact that the youth in South Africa can't get jobs and that the unemployment rate for the youth is 60%? Is that apartheid's fault? Oh wait, is the fact that we have 63 murders every single day in this country also apartheid's fault? Is the fact that every major metro in South Africa has got crumbling infrastructure, is that also apartheid's fault? Where's the 33 trillion rand to improve infrastructure, to build schools, to build hospitals for the people that needed redress and transformation? Let's talk about broad-based black economic empowerment, shall we? Because, this is what is going on here with Starlink, right? You don't want to give Starlink a license because they don't want to give 30% of their business to random black people in South Africa just because they are black. Are we the crazy ones? Are we the crazy ones for thinking it's not okay to give 30% of your business away to somebody purely because of the color of their skin? We the crazy ones. Not you, Vincent, not the president, not the ANC, the rest of the sane world. They are the unhinged racists, right? And unrepentant racists, according to you. So in 2025, 31 years after we became a democracy, it's still fine to discriminate based on race in the name of redress, in the name of transformation. I'm pretty sure apartheid had similar excuses for why they excluded black people. But the fact that you are so windgat with the way in which you are speaking to the world's wealthiest person that wants to invest in this country is mind-blowing. In actual fact, it clearly just demonstrates how low the standards have been set for somebody like you to be the spokesperson and say the things that you have said to arguably the most successful man on this planet. And listen, I'm not the biggest fan of Elon Musk, but you can't deny that being able to build rockets and send them to space and put people in them and safely bring it back to Earth is an achievement. Building the world's largest electric car manufacturer, I would say that's successful. Putting thousands of satellites into space to provide internet for people on Earth, I would say that is quite an achievement. What have you achieved, buddy? Other than smooth talking your way to the top and now being arrogant about it with that national diploma of yours. And listen, I'm not shitting on people that has an education or don't have an education. I'm talking about people, and I'm shitting on people that are arrogant when they have no room to be arrogant. That is the people that I'm talking about. And then, of course, in your little monologue there, you also talk about how people work every day to improve South Africa from the shit that was left by apartheid and colonialism. Where is the proof of that? I would love to see the proof. Provide me with examples of how the ANC government has improved South Africa for everybody that lives here. Because as I said, the youth unemployment rate is the highest in the world. Our official unemployment rate is one of the highest in the world. Our murder rate is one of the highest. Our gender-based violence rate is one of the highest. Our rape rate in South Africa is one of the highest in the world. So what exactly have you achieved? I would love to know. And how are you fighting this every single day? Last time I checked, the ANC is on the brink of bankruptcy. How does that work? Is that also apartheid's fault? You see, every single time you get yourself into a pickle and you can't talk your way out of it, then you have got that golden goose that just keeps on laying the best eggs. And that is the racist card. Because whenever you get yourself in one of those situations, all you need to do is racist, 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 and then bam, argument over, you've won, and the world's wealthiest and most influential person must go and sit back down because I guess he's a racist because you told us he is. You see, this is the reasoning in South Africa. This is why we are still a third world country. It's purely because people want to blame apartheid and colonialism for the rest of their life. They don't actually want to improve South Africa. They want to benefit from the positions that they hold. They want to financially benefit. They want to benefit through the power that it gives them. But they don't actually want to do the work to improve South Africa. And then you get somebody like Elon Musk that's saying, hey, I did all the hard work. I put thousands of satellites in low Earth orbit. All I'm asking you for now is not for me to give 30% of my company away. And then the ANC cadres are sitting there, no, can't do, brother, can't do. Not enough butter on the bread. You know, we need more. So that is ultimately why somebody like Vincent Magwenya gets to become the spokesperson for the president of South Africa. Because he knows when to pull the race card. He knows when to insult. He knows how to insult. And unfortunately, that is where we are in South Africa. Where you can call the wealthiest person on earth and the most successful person on earth an unhinged, unrepentant racist. And none of the mainstream media and outlets think that perhaps you are the crazy one. Welcome to South Africa in 2025, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy your stay. And that's pretty much all I got to say. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to this channel, share this video far and wide. And if you enjoy my content and if you enjoy this channel, please consider becoming a member. You can do so by clicking the join button below. And that's all I got to say, everybody. God help us all. Till later, cheers and peace out.
You don't even know me, but every time you see me, you say I went my massacre. You don't even know me, but every time you see me, you say I went my massacre. My massacre. You don't even know me, but every time you see me, you say I went my massacre. My massacre.